Firuzdzha, who gets the job done in front of a hometown crowd. They were cheering for you, some sort of like French, like it was like a chant. Like it was going wild upstairs for you with Kevin Bourdie and the crew up there. So how are you feeling? Are you surprised? How are you feeling? Are you just feeling great right now?
I'm feeling tired, but yeah, I'm feel relieved. I don't know that the match is over, and I come because it's tough to be up on the up in the match the whole time. You have to keep the lead, and it's pretty difficult. So I'm happy it's over.
Just so you know, I wasn't going to ask if you were surprised that you won. I know I was going to say, were you surprised by how anything went today? Speaking of the fact that you were leading, basically start to finish, does anything about the flow of today just surprise you in hindsight in terms of the flow and just the form that you were feeling?
I think I'm very impressed and surprised by Hikaru because it's crazy that he, almost at the age of 40, he's playing like this, and it's pretty impressive. But yeah, probably this was the most surprising. But other than that, I think the match went the way I wanted, and I played decent chess.
Well, Alireze, your recent over-the-board performances were also successful. Do you feel like that helped you coming into this match, that you just won some big events in St. Louis?
Yeah, I mean, definitely it helps. I played like 1 week ago, the very tough tournament, so winning that gives you confidence, and I was very optimistic for today's match.
What is a confident Alireze Firuzdzha capable of?
I don't know. But,
does anybody know?
I don't know. I mean, I try to be confident all the time, but sometimes it's just really not possible. Like, it's not about confidence anymore. It's just like everybody is trying their best, and I don't think like me being confident all the time is like the only key factor.
Okay, but what about your drip today? Because I see some Michael Jordan there. Were you channeling some MJ for this match? What's that about?
Yeah, of course. I watched The Last Dance before I come here.
Yeah. So good.
Yes, that helps.
Well, and back to your confidence, back about the topic of who knows what you're capable of when you're confident. What would you say as you reflect over this year? It has been, knock on wood for you, maybe one of the best years of your career right now, right? And over the last couple of years, as you've just grown and really established yourself as one of the world's elite, what would you say you figured out at this time in your chess? Why are you playing in such top form?
I think I had better years. I had some year that I became 2800 and won Grand Chess Tour also. So I think I was always on this level, but last year I decided to have a bit more like social life, and 20 years in chess is not easy. So
Paris will do that to you, I guess.
Yes, but no, I think that was a good decision to take 1 year of kind of off. I was still playing, but I think you need that. You cannot just play 20 years chess, and bad things could happen.
Do you read the online comments? Because, of course, you hit 2800. Your rating took a little bit of a dive. People are saying he's not interested in chess anymore. Did you read what they had to say, and did you channel that anger and say, I'm going to prove my haters wrong?
I mean, people say a lot of things all the time about me, so I don't think I read the comments so much. I don't care so much, but probably I read, but doesn't have so much effect.
That's good advice. We should all learn from that nowadays. People have been saying this, though. They said 77% to 23%.
Yeah.
Would you like to take that home?
Yeah.
Have you framed that?
No, these guys are not professional. I mean, I don't know who is doing this.
We're going to have a talk with that guy. I know I'm telling. Speaking, you already mentioned how impressed you are with Hikaru Nakamurrey, obviously, in his career. This is the first time he will not be competing in the final match of this event. What can you say about just going up against a guy like that in this format historically and just his performance overall?
He's very impressive. I think it's pity I didn't play him when he was like 25, 26. I think it would have been much greater match and a much closer match probably. But yeah, I mean, if I'm at his age and I could play in this level, I would be happy because it's very difficult to play, especially speed chess online. So I'm very impressed, but yeah, but he's one of the legends, of course.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we have another match coming up, and a lot, of course, been talked about off the board between those two. But do you have a preference on who you'd rather face in the final?
Yeah, I mean, I have preference, of course. I prefer to play Hans, but I think Magnus is a big favorite. But we'll see. A lot could happen.
Sorry, I was just checking on our time here, live audience. But all right, I'm going to go to a question from the chat from Pranav. Shout out to chat, by the way, everyone tuning in. You've been great. Thanks for being with us. I don't even know what the viewership was, but it's been awesome. Someone asked whether you feel a home field advantage, like football. Like, how comfortable were you here? Do you think that it being in Paris, which kind of random, I guess, our first ever speed chess championship that was live is in your home city. So did that make you feel even more at home?
Yeah, I mean, I lived here 2 years, and I know all the streets, all the restaurants, where to go eat. So these kind of things helps a lot, I think. So yeah, I think definitely it helps.
Yeah, and I mean, you're in Paris here. How have you been preparing for this match? Because you just flew back. I spoke to you 2 days ago. You said you were jet lagged.
Yeah.
How did you manage that quick turnaround from St. Louis?
I mean, I just tried to rest. I looked at some of Hikaru's openings, like this Bishop C5, Roy Lopez, and that was it. I think just try to regroup and gain energy.
What are you going to do on Saturday? You have a rest day. That's one of the things you earned here, right, by winning in the semifinals. What's the plan tomorrow?
I think I will just rest. I might see my parents, and that's it. Not much.
Well, we've got a match coming up here with Hans Niemann and Magnus Carlsen, so our job is to kind of get out of the way, take a break, and let that get going. But congratulations on this performance. You, as you said, you beat a legend to get to your first Speed Chess Championship final. Maybe the legend of Alireza Firuzdzha is just beginning. Either way, we wish you the best of luck in what could be your first SCC title Sunday, not tomorrow. And on that note, we're